And me and him went into his garage. He was showing me his car and shit. And he's like, I'm going to be one of the biggest streamers on Twitch. And this was like, way, way back. Like, no one knew Trainwrecks at this point. And I was like, all right, bet. Like, go for it. And he actually fucking did it. That shit is so typical.
Yeah.
Welcome to OpTic Podcast.
To what?
I wanted to be creative for Halloween.
Oh my god!
This
Okay,
guy's
we're gonna have to
off-
redo that.
I'm not off the Pine Park. It's not even what. Well, first of all, I'm in Texas and it's 12. Anyway, all right. Welcome to episode number 47 of the OpTic Podcast. Purple Mattresses is a sponsor for this episode. Guess what? We have a special guest. Someone you guys haven't seen in a long, long time. None other than Bruce.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm here. It was.
Well, you're here, but where have you been?
I mean, I've been back home in Canada. It was a relaxing off season. I had to just reset because I'm gonna be locked in. So.
Well, Seth didn't go home to reset.
This is his home.
I technically was home. And I'm still locked in all the time.
Yeah, he's
I'm
just
perma-locked.
Yeah.
Perma-locked jet.
Watch this.
I will say this though.
You're done. You're so done with Val. It's actually
I'm
so
done.
sad for you, but
I
hilarious.
know, it's a sad
He's
time.
so
Dude,
done.
listen.
It was a great run.
It was a great
run.
run.
Well, how high did you hit? You reached.
Yeah, so I got Radiant, and then my peak was top 150, but then now I'm like top 350 because
Top 150.
NA.
Global. Oh, NA.
You were top 150 Radiant?
Yeah.
Oh my god. And the thing, I was literally better than him when he first started.
And then
Probably still am.
I'm
Low-key.
I'm top 350 now because I went on a little loser's queue.
Dude, that's impressive.
Yo.
It goes to show.
Sniping.
Huh?
I'm sniping to a jet. Opting.
I saw. But the fact, this goes to show. I want to see keyboard players come play some control shit and see if they can get top 150 in a ranked game that doesn't have good ranking.
There's no way. Zero shot.
Listen, from someone that's played both,
Yeah.
it's kind of hard to argue that though, because going from controller to keyboard is so different from going to keyboard and controller to controller. Sure. And if you didn't start on one input, talking about the other one like you did it's kind of impossible to do.
Yeah.
All I'm
But
saying,
it's still typical, you know?
It's very typical, dude.
It was a great run.
But I feel like going from keyboard and mouse to controller has got to be so much harder.
Oh, I feel like going from controller to keyboard and mouse is probably more natural than going from keyboard and mouse to controller.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It felt pretty weird for me. Like when I first started 4 years ago when I played CS, I was so bad for the first 2 months. Like I actually had to look down at my keyboard.
So I still do
that's
that.
How you move it?
My battalion 1944 montage, which is obviously one of the best sniping montages. Anyway, I did that. I looked down even in Minecraft. What I was gonna say though, did you play any pros while you were on your way to Radium?
Yeah, I played with Sub Rosa twice. I don't know if I played against them, but I played against a lot of top pro-ams or I don't know what that's called over there, but the actual pros I played with was twice with Sub Rosa and one time with Sam. Sam was godlike.
Yeah.
Sub Rosa was godlike too, but Sam just took over.
Yeah.
We did some duo shit. He was Raze, I was Jet. He had 27 at 22. I was like, yo, good shit, Sam. Yeah, and then 13-11 grew.
Did you know who you were?
No.
No.
And then but then he followed me on Twitter after, so that was pretty dope.
He was like, damn, he's got a lot of followers.
Did you run into anybody that did know who you were?
Yeah, a lot of them.
Yeah.
That's why I had to play with the streamer mode thing on, because then I would get because before I was streaming no delay, and then it's S&D, so people can just stream watch your shit.
Oh,
and then
yeah.
I was just getting sniped. I was like, okay, I'm not doing that.
Bro, they talk hella shit.
They do.
I remember playing Val with them a couple times, and bro, people would come at your neck, bro. I remember some kids called me you fat ginger, you suck, and we smoked their shit on Icebox. You remember that? Were you playing with us?
I remember that.
Remember they were going so hard on shit talk, and
they were.
We literally waited till the end of the game after we beat them because they were calling us COD kids, go back to controller, and then we beat them. It's would people do that? And you're top fragging? It's dude, what are you even talking shit about? We're literally beating you, so you suck.
Yeah.
You're roasting yourself.
You suck.
Yeah, literally.
Yo, does it bother you when people talk shit?
Nah. I mean, it depends what they say.
No, it doesn't bother me.
Yeah.
It bothers him.
Yeah.
It bothers him extremely.
Nah, it depends what they say, bro.
Well, fat ginger kid. It's got
to be
That one kind of cut deep at the time because I actually was a little bit chunky at the time. But
Is
I'm
that
down.
when you started running? Because that Val game?
No, that was
okay.
months and months. That was
making
during
sure.
our season.
Just making sure.
Yeah, that was a long time ago, but no, I'm down 17, probably 17 to 20 pounds right now, depending on
You're looking
fluctuation.
sharp. You know?
You're looking sharp, man. You even got a haircut.
Good.
Hitched hasn't had a haircut.
Yeah, it's been a
Fucking
minute.
Dashy, look at this thing above me.
No,
Yeah,
I
it's
mean,
been a
like
minute.
I'm hoodie season right now. That's why I'm.
You got to get a fresh cut before the game drops out because
Absolutely.
we're going rogue.
Yeah.
We're about to be pulling sessions.
Work to Drake into deep.
Dude, I can't wait for the launch, man. That like first couple weeks are always so much fun. Nobody knows how to play yet, and everybody's just kind of just
Yeah, S&D's really fun the first couple weeks because
it is.
it's not like anyone knows any like nerd strats or like any like angles like that. So it's just like natural.
gunny.
Yeah, it's just
Like
gunny,
just gun 4v4 hitting sights, gunny.
and it's just like trusting your instincts. You know, and S&D it's like I think he's gonna be B. No clue.
I'm King Instincts.
Yeah.
Cannot wait.
Bro, that shit's gonna be fun.
Kickoffs.
It's gonna be fun. Dude, the kickoffs are gonna be so fun. They're gonna be fun. I like watching the kickoffs. Just because people are always like in between rounds are like, no, if you go here, look here.
Yeah. And then usually like you're like tripled up in tourney, so you're like learning like okay, you're in a 2v2, 3v3.
You're tripled up in
That's a good point. Just torching everyone else's time. Don't report this.
Shark.
We gotta play our 4v4. They like played a 2v2, but don't report that.
Well, last year was kind of crazy because of all the different 25Ks that all the different CDL teams ran.
Yeah, that
they're
was
not
actually
all
dope.
like fair. I know you got stacked up on.
So did I.
Yeah, I got stacked up on multiple times in those.
So I mean,
We did win one though.
So did I.
We did win one. Finally, when we got a good team, we won one.
immediately.
Wait,
yeah.
which one did y'all win?
Florida one, I
The
think.
Florida one?
Was that the one?
It was like just a variant one,
It
like a
was
straight up
super
variant.
sweaty.
Was
Yeah.
that me, you? Wasn't it me, you, Sim,
Alec and Alec.
and Alec?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, we finally
'Cause
got
there's
a
a-
good team.
I don't. Is that rule that there was last year in place this year where you can't have three of you guys on the same team?
Yeah,
Yeah,
Whatever
that was the
your
thing
team
last
is.
year. Yeah.
probably. Yeah.
So okay,
So,
just making sure.
well, now they can play with Formal since he's not.
Just
You know what I mean?
Just with our old squad from last year.
Old squad.
Let's go. Let's
I'm
run the
down,
show.
bro.
Seth just wants to win. He wants a fair team.
Well, I hate playing tournaments that are like drafted and then I just look at my team and it's like, bro, we're gonna lose.
No, I hate when you look at a tournament and you know who's going to win before like anyone plays a single game.
Yeah, like-
because you're just looking at like this guy is like these guys are obviously going to win.
like
last
there's
year, that's what it
tournaments
was.
where like it's content creators and pros, and then you'll play like just a stacked team of like
Zuma and
no, well that
No,
yeah, like last year,
was
bro,
worse.
because they would allow retired pros to be considered content
Like
creators.
Damon was-
So you'd
Damon
have
was
like
a content creator
yeah,
last year.
so you'd have like Damon, 2 pros in the league, and then like another
Almond,
ex-pro.
You have like Almond and like Tommy, and I was like a
Yeah.
5v5 team. I was like, what? Am
Yeah.
I playing, this is like a pro team.
they
right
would just
here.
super stack, and it's
Yeah.
like, bro, like
Yeah, I
it's
remember
supposed
that.
to be fun, and you guys are
Right?
stacked.
I've already gotten my first invite for one, and who invited me said it's 3 content creators and 1 pro in a 4v4 tournament, and no ex-pro that has ever had any CWL or CDL history they're going to be considered a pro.
okay, good.
I was like,
What?
how many teams are you going to get? 3 content creators and 1 pro?
Yeah,
How many content creators
Yeah,
are
how many
there?
are there?
I mean,
Yeah.
a million.
And that are pros? Like
that have never played CDL?
What are you looking for? Like
CWLs?
Valkids at this point? Bro?
Like, how
Jump
many
in the
teams
controller,
are you
bro.
going to get? I was like, well, that works perfectly for us. It's just me, Blake, George, and hey, man.
You play just.
You're down, right?
Seth is a
So it's like, nah, I'm going to find a way to swindle
and
the
then I
system.
play against Aiden, let's see, who Biffle,
Yeah, like,
fucking
these guys-
Super Evan, and
Oh, okay, we could take them.
Just throw in a pro.
In MP, we could take them.
yeah, in a fucking S&D game for sure.
well, yeah, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm excited for it. Obviously, like I played a little bit of it. The way that I didn't even get a chance to look, see, watch, or experience S&D. But from what everybody's saying is that Old Men of OpTic are going to continue to reign supreme.
I can't wait for Umu, bro.
Yeah, it was going to be dope
Dude,
this
we
year.
vibe on Umu. We'll just it's so much fun.
I feel
can't
bad
wait.
for Matt because now Matt has to go really set my shit up. Because right now it's set up, but it's not set up. You know what I mean?
It's not like good.
It's not a good like setup. I'm talking about. You know, I don't want my shit. I want to be able to record voice and play voice. And right now I don't have that. I don't have any of my hype up music. When I was in a 1v1 S&D, like I would press a button and I would get hyped up from like the Last of the Mohicans soundtrack.
Wait, so that was that one clip that Matt like posted on Ramaza. That's what
Yeah.
it was?
Yeah.
So you like press something, then like you just started like going rogue with Daddy?
No, not in a rogue. You saw what happened.
It was rogue.
No, it was a 1v1. I had to make moves.
It was rogue.
Absolutely.
Look, I don't care. Like I've seen my gameplay. You know what I mean? So y'all can make fun of all y'all want. You know what I'm saying?
It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be it's crazy that we're gonna have 2 years on that engine. Like instead of having a break with Cold War, like how we did last time, where it was like MW then Cold War then back to the MW engine. We got 2 years on the MW engine.
Because-
Like back to back coming up.
Yeah.
That's what.
I mean, shit, we're fine with that.
Yeah.
Run it back.
Just because apparently
actually.
the next COD's MW2 again.
Sure, right?
Throw a
Wait, is
terminal in
it?
there too.
Yeah,
Modern
that's
Warfare 2 is what it's called.
Love it.
Run that shit back.
Look, I'll talk as much shit as I can, but I do appreciate a good Infinity Ward. I mean, although they don't fuck with us like on the competitive side, they do. You know what I mean?
Make good, they make good
oh
CODs.
boy, they make them good.
It's gonna be weird. Well, actually, dude, playing in the MW throwback, isn't it crazy how loud the footsteps are
Yeah.
in comparison to Vanguard?
I mean, people would literally in that game. You'd wait for Deddy, then make a play.
You
It's
literally
like,
can't move
you
without
can't
it,
make a
and that's
play
what it is.
without Deddy,
It's
unless you're just like hitting a sight and fucking just bullying.
how did Hardpoint play 4v4?
It was kind of good. I liked it.
It was good. The spawns were different. Like there were a couple times we got like smoked by spawns. Like we thought we could push up,
Yeah.
and they just spawned behind us, and we were like, "That's never happened."
So squad spawns on 4v4 is like
They were different.
different.
I mean, yeah, there's just less people influencing spawns.
Yeah. It looked way more fun to watch.
Yeah, no, it
But I
played way
couldn't
better.
tell. I couldn't tell if it played better.
It played
did
way
play
better.
That's gonna be fun then.
So I
Vanguard.
hope next year, Vanguard. I mean, obviously, I hope that the movement's already good. It feels clean, but I hope that squad spawns like aren't a thing. Because if squad spawns aren't a thing, from the beta that we played, it already looks promising. Because that was only 4 maps of the 16 that are releasing,
Yeah, and then 2 of them
Yeah.
were pretty good.
and 2 of them were already like
Yeah, solid.
pretty solid.
Yeah.
So
the other 2 were pretty horrendous.
there's no
I'm not
way
gonna lie.
12 go dud. You know,
Horrendous.
like
I'm not gonna can't let him off the hook. Bro. What was that one snow map we played? I couldn't see shit.
Which
that
one?
map. But that's like a pub map.
That's like
You
a
can
ground
tell
war map.
that's
Which
like
one?
I don't even want to know. Red Star thing.
Red Star, yeah.
Oh my god, I'm petrified of that map.
I hated that Guantanamo. What was it called?
don't
Guava Biscotti.
That's something different.
with the beach. Are you talking about the one with the beach?
Yeah.
Oh, Guam.
It was not
Wait,
Guam.
Are we talking about? I don't know. I didn't play. I
Honestly,
literally
no,
didn't
The
play
map
at
that
all.
was raining and there was the big ship.
My issue with the beta was that I had to use the PlayStation 4 controller, and I'm like, one is just like a new controller. The joysticks were too loose, in my opinion.
Wait, for what?
Oh, wait, you don't use the PS4 controller? What do you use?
No, the PlayStation 5. Sorry, the PlayStation 5 controller.
Oh, you're
for the
talking
beta.
about the beta one.
Yeah, what are you guys talking
Well,
about?
you're talking about the console one.
Yeah.
Where we played.
Oh,
The
you guys.
PC
I
one,
didn't
yeah.
get to play the PC
Yeah, I didn't
one.
think you.
Yeah,
had a
because
chance.
the way that Matt set up my fucking thing is that every time I turn on Call of Duty, like the power, all of it goes to Call of Duty, and I'm like, Matt, don't do that. Give more power to something else.
Oh, like you port forwarded his PS5?
Somebody,
That's like, I have
making
no
shit
idea
up.
what he's talking
someone
about.
did it. It may have been Matt. That's all I had to say. It may have been
What
Matt.
does that have to
For
do
the
with
open
anything?
NAT?
No, I don't know.
Oh.
All right.
He's talking about overclocking his PC, but I don't know what he's talking.
I don't know.
Who the fuck overclocked your PC?
I don't know. Did someone overclock my PC? I don't know what overclocking is. Anyway, topic number 1, Dashy. What is your opinion on this, man? FaZe going public with a $1 billion valuation, close to $1 billion. That's like 700 million, but
Cool. Yeah, I think it's great. I have no clue what it's about, but I'm sure it's
so they're gonna go
pretty good.
public.
It's $1 billion.
They're gonna- it's a SPAC.
Yeah, it's gotta be good.
Are you familiar with a SPAC?
No.
All right, so
Is it like cryptos and like all that stuff?
no, it's not crypto. It's actually on the traded markets. The thing is like other esports organizations have gone public too, but this is the one that's obviously going to be the one that defines the offering, right?
Yeah.
FaZe is like the company that could do something like that because they have the fans to actually interact and move the needle on that. But $1 billion valuation as part of the SPAC. That's $1 billion.
I mean, I just see a Billy. Like, it's got to be good. You
That's
know,
dope.
it's a Billy.
So
That's
does
so
that
sick.
mean that they're actually valued at $1 billion?
No.
Or does that mean that they're valuing it at $1 billion to
Yes,
start?
To start, yeah.
Damn.
Okay.
Something along, it's like 700 mil, I think, is what I didn't read through it, but this morning I got a text. I'm like, yo, and I was like, yo, I fucking texted everyone. I'm like, yo,
So-
congrats, motherfucker.
So what happens then if they're valued at 700 million and they start into like the public market? Does that like mess with the price?
Well, I'm gonna answer the question that you're actually asking without asking it. Okay, the people who own stock originally are probably like in a lockup period of some sort where they can't sell any of their shares for a while.
Wait, hold up.
No, I know
that FaZe is FaZe is telling themselves that they're worth $1 billion. Is that what it is?
No, the research and market and data.
So that's what it means, right? Like that whole damn.
Well, if you think about it, like is Tesla worth 100 and what are they worth, Matt? 101 trillion?
But like they're
That's
like
a T,
projecting,
with a
right?
T.
I'm guessing they're projecting that they're going to be worth.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, it's like it's all speculative. It's all behind, like. Well, first of all, let's just focus on the fact. One, congratulations to everyone over at FaZe. That is fucking mega sick. Congrats to you guys.
Yeah.
I'm so happy.
Phase up.
Face up. Congratulations.
What?
Anyway, so yeah, congrats to them. Look, there's going to be more. Obviously, it's just the way of the world. That's super cool though. That their fans get to be, owner. They'll have ownership in the group. That's
Would you say
cool.
this is like a guinea pig type thing?
No, I think other orgs have already done that, but they're
on this level.
On this level, no one's done it in the United States. It's been done in Canada. It just hasn't been done in the United States. These dudes are going to be on NASDAQ.
Dope.
I don't know. It's a SPAC. We don't really know. Alec Baldwin accident, dude. Did you hear about this shit? So fucked up.
What? I don't understand how that happened though. How is there a live gun on the set?
No,
Well, it's a prop gun, and they shoot blanks to make the noise for the movie.
Yeah, and they use real guns because nobody wants to see fake guns on movies, so they use real guns.
Yeah.
And a blank is essentially it doesn't have the bullet part. It just has the shell in the chamber.
Okay.
But
It has to have the gunpowder too, or whatever's in it to make it pop.
I'm not gonna lie. To this day, I had no idea what a blank was. I didn't know what a blank was.
Well, when
It's
someone
just
says
you see that
shooting
bullet?
blanks,
Grab that.
yeah, I understand.
There's a bullet back there.
Because you always say you shoot blanks.
There's several bullets back there.
yeah. So this is taken out.
Yeah.
The part that goes into you. When
Oh,
you get
okay.
shot.
But the more that you're shooting down the barrel, shit accumulates. Right? It's not something like they didn't clean it. I don't know if it was an actual bullet or if it wasn't an actual bullet, but I know that somebody passed away, and that's unfortunate. I know that Alec Baldwin hates fucking guns. He's anti-gun. You know what I mean? He could not live in Texas. You know what I'm saying?
Holy
but
shit, I
he's
didn't know
anti-gun, and he killed somebody. But it was an accident. And Alec Baldwin's like one of my favorite comedians on TV.
It's a crazy scenario, man.
Dude, the lady was 42 years old, man.
Dude,
42, my age.
Have they released like what actually happened? Because I saw a bunch of theories that it could have been like a shell that broke, and when it got shot, the broken part of the shell was what.
Yeah,
hurt
it was for the movie Rust. Right? It was for the movie Rust, and
So
Alec
terrible.
Baldwin was practicing aiming a gun at the camera, right? Because that's the scene. The scene said point at the camera so that the watcher can feel like he's pointing at us. Blasted one, hit the lady, and tragedy happened. I don't understand what happened to the other guy though, because wasn't there two people?
Were 2 people. So I guess by one shot it hit
Collateral.
Hit both.
What if I don't know if he shot twice? He's like pa pa.
Yeah.
And the second one like injured the guy and didn't have a fatality attached to it. But
Dude, that's horrible.
I feel bad for
Holy hell.
everybody involved. I just like, especially the family, man. Like it's a freak accident. It happened to Brandon Lee. Wait, what's his name? What was Bruce Lee's son? Brandon Lee.
Wait, this has happened before.
No, yeah, this has happened
3
before. I
times.
remember hearing about this.
Twice. Brandon Lee, the son of Bruce Lee, and then somebody else before that. But it's happened before. On the set of The Raven. Do you remember that movie, The Raven? You probably was way too young for that.
I remember the three-eyed raven.
No, that's something else.
Something else.
Yeah.
I remember that so Raven.
Dude, are you gonna watch the spinoff?
Yeah.
Dude, I don't know if I can, bro.
What do you mean?
Dude, they choke the ending so bad.
I can watch the spinoff.
I'll watch it. I mean, I'm being weird. I'll watch it.
I do not think they choked the ending.
Well, they choked the ending.
They choked the end. I'll say this. This
Public
is
outrage.
this is a little extreme, but I don't think I'll ever have heartbreak how they gave me heartbreak. That I could go through life and I've been in and out of long-term relationships and I've never felt heartbreak the way that I felt that season 8.
Oh yeah. Well, what about
was an
what
8-year.
about Nate and Ted? Was that not heartbreak?
Who?
Nate, the Great and Ted Lasso?
Oh no, that wasn't heartbreaking at all.
That was heartbreaking to me.
That was not
I
heartbreaking.
still haven't seen that.
Okay, then we're not going to talk about it.
But I'll never forget like when it was over and I saw that last episode, and then the whole next day I don't even like I was so ruined. The whole next day I was just like
It was
crushed.
I couldn't think
loved
about anything else.
I didn't love it, but I didn't mind it. I'm happy with it. I'm still like I've stopped myself from restarting that show at least 5 times during COVID, at least 5 times in this last year, and I think I'm gonna give it like 2 more years before I watch it again.
I'll definitely rewatch it, but I've tried twice, and I'm just like, it's not time yet.
You're gonna rewatch it?
Yeah,
That is a journey, bro.
It's such a good journey.
I got
such
That
a
is
good journey.
I got Brandon's mom hitting me up. She's like, "Hey, I hope you're well. I miss my baby. How was
Did you
home,
land
man?
Today?
Yesterday, how was home? Tell us a little bit. But what did you do?
He hit Val.
I did absolutely nothing. I mean, I just relaxed, in my crib, had my setup and
Watch the NBA and shit.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm I just pretty much just chilled there with the fam and just caught up with everyone and then gamed and then hit Radiant. Now I'm here.
Oh, dude, there's about to be basketball on all the time now.
Yeah,
I always have a game plan, but not too loud because Davis is streaming. But I'll just put it on a little bit.
just make sure your camera's not pointing.
Who's your
out
team this year?
I'm sorry.
Well, I'm always going to be a Raptors fan,
Raptors.
but I'm always but this year I'm going for I'm a Steph fan, so I want the Warriors to win just for Steph though, just for he gets all the prize, the cake.
Is Clay playing this year?
Slays. Yeah, he's playing, but in 2 months, 3 months. Bro, he actually went through so much shit. He hasn't played since 2019.
Yeah, that's
Because
crazy.
he tore his ACL, and then when he was supposed to come back, he was ready that month, a year ago, and then tore his Achilles.
Oh,
And then he hasn't played in 2.5 years.
Dude,
I feel like I haven't heard his name. I've heard
the
people
thing
say
is
want him
that's
back,
the biggest tragedy about athletes. Look at I'll always bring up Derrick Rose.
Yeah,
Could have man, he was so good, and then his knee just let him down.
That's so tragic.
Imagine
that sucks.
And he was so young too. He was 22 when it happened. And he's my
Dude.
favorite player too. I remember watching him at the time. This guy's different.
Second coming, no, not the second coming of.
He could have been though.
No, he's a point guard.
Yeah, but he was.
Are you talking about for the Bulls?
Yeah. He could have risen. And look, the Bulls right now snapping off. They're the only 3-0 team right now.
No, the Warriors are.
What?
The Warriors are 3-0.
Are they?
Yeah.
I know we're talking about the Warriors.
You're such a bandwagon?
Well, I'm a Steph fan. I'm not a Warriors fan. But now I'll be I'm jumping on the Warriors bandwagon just because Steph's
What
on
about
it.
the
You know? He's
Lakers?
leading the train.
What about the Lakers?
Lakers are kind of ass this year.
We were saying we got to go to a Mavs-Lakers game whenever they're here.
Yeah.
Yo,
We have
low-key.
to.
Yeah.
I want to go to a
Just-
Mavs Warriors game. I was
we
talking
have
to Paige
to.
about it.
I want to go to a Mavs game this year for sure.
Let's just go. Yeah, let's just have those 2 games, Lakers and Warriors.
Courtside.
Yes, we watch Steph
On
and LeBron.
Hector.
Get the fuck out of here. What the fuck?
What?
Why on me?
You got connections.
Yeah, but I got to pay for them. If I got to pay for them, you got to pay for them. Don't act broke around me, man. Come on.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, right. I'm down to go, though. The thing is the American Airlines Center is super, super dope.
I was on board till you guys said courtside, and then I'm like, I don't think
Seth got it. Seth got you.
Yes,
You've done
Seth
so
got
much
it.
for him.
Good looks, bro.
He said,
Wait, have you guys watched the game courtside? I know you probably have.
Yeah, twice.
How dope
3
is
times,
it?
3
It's
times.
got to be so it's got to be
4.
It's got to ruin your experience though. No, it's
It
first
does.
class. It's it's literally
100%.
first class. You
It
can't
has
sit
to ruin-
economy after that.
Bro,
you know
no.
what I'm saying?
it has to
dude.
ruin your experience.
So the first time I went to a courtside game was I went to go see LeBron play against the Atlanta Hawks. I was sitting courtside with Duncan Oirmonger, right? And whatever. So it was fucking awesome. I'm like, man, I can't watch a game like this ever again. Then there's this dude here in Texas whose name is Verbal. He's an old school Twitch guy. We've known that dude since fucking the beginning of time. He, through some, whatever, has courtside tickets. Not just courtside tickets, middle courtside tickets.
Bro.
Right?
Damn.
And I'm like, and the first one he invites me to is the one where they were playing against the 76ers. So I DM Ben. I'm like, yo, I'm going to be courtside. Give me your fucking jersey at the end of the game. Don't be a prick now.
Yeah,
Okay. Just remember that. And he didn't. But he did come by and say what's up. And it was cool because when he came to say what's up, Mark, who was sitting Mark Cuban, sorry, Mr. Cuban, Mark, as if I know him. Mr. Cuban was sitting on his usual seats and whatever. And because he saw that Ben and I were talking, because we were chopping it up all through practice, we were blah blah. He was like, we're talking, we're blah, blah. And then after the game, whatever, the whole thing, Mark as he's leaving, he's like, I look at him, I'm like, what's up, Mark? He's like, hey. He knew that Ben had already said what's up to me, so he's like, hey. So, and then he got closer. He's like, it's like, shook my hand. And I'm like,
really?
It's my man. It's the first time I ever met Mark Cuban.
Yeah, he's the man.
But we've interacted throughout the years, like Mark and I have.
Mark and I.
Yeah, that's my guy.
Weird flag.
Weird. Weird one.
Yeah.
That one was weirder than most.
It was pretty cool. Why? You guys asked. But yes, to tell you,
No,
it does ruin your
You
experience.
cannot watch another game.
Bro, you
after-
cannot watch another game.
You go. It's like first class. You sit first class. You can't sit economy after that. And you know what they're getting. You know the luxury that they're sitting in.
They're
You know what I'm
getting
saying?
a free $2 glass of champagne.
No.
Unless you're Seth, which you're getting like fucking 15
of them,
shots of Jack and
What
Coke.
is this narrative that people are trying to build around me?
That what?
I had one drink on the way to LA. Two.
That's how it starts.
2 drinks.
Yeah, but what?
15? That makes me sound like I have a problem.
First of all,
you can't exaggerate.
Okay, first of all, people don't really believe you had 15 drinks.
Okay, Formal.
You're not Hector.
Formal comes in the stream and he's like, how many glasses of wine you have last night, you alcoholic? And I'm like, what? I'm like, what?
Bro, it was
I hadn't drank for a week before that, and he's like, how many glasses of wine you have last night? I'm like, I get it.
Just throwing the narrative around.
I'm like,
just
bro,
throwing it.
my whole chat now is like,
I
you
can't-
drinking tonight? I'm like, no.
Bro, I can't take a picture without people saying that I'm stoned. Like right now, people are gonna say
Yeah.
that you
Dude, I'm
you
so
just
used
woke
to
up. You who haven't smoked in like 3 years are like,
Oh, they want me to be a stoner so bad. They're
Yeah.
like, you look high today. And I'm
Well,
like,
people have
no.
said that.
They
to
just
me
want you to
forever.
give in to the Pine Park. They
Well,
just
yeah, now
want
the
you
Pine
to.
Park's a thing. They're kind of like more influenced to.
I would say like Pine Park gets free promotion, bro.
It is.
Everyone's just like, you're off to Pine Park. And every time I hear it, I'm like,
Dude, every
That's
that's
time
good
that
promo
is-
right there.
A lot of people say that.
lot.
Are you off of that Pine Park?
Thank you.
It's a go-to in my chat. I do something quote unquote faded, a play, and then they're like Pine Park. Everyone's like Pine Park is different. I'm like, I mean,
Well,
it is
first of
different.
all, it is different.
I'm like, I mean, it
Wait,
is different.
when does it coming out?
Huh?
Isn't it? It's out, right?
Yeah, it's out. It's out in the wild marketplace. Numbers are looking beautiful. You know what I'm saying?
Are they?
Flowers looking beautiful. Everything's looking beautiful. The whole thing's looking beautiful. Everything about it. It's just game changing. Especially when you we're not gonna here to talk about this. Let's talk about Trainwrecks, who also partakes in the cannabis. And I know because he posted it. I'm not blowing up his spot. He posted it on Twitter.
Are you just exposing him?
No. But he
Trainwrecks, who also smokes weed.
A lot of weed, yeah.
has given away $4 million to his chat.
Wait, what?
He said it was $4 million, not including charitable stuff too.
Wait, is it 4 million like straight up or like 4 million off like the site he gambled? Like he'll just give away like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, like rupees?
Yeah.
What do they call Rubios?
I have no idea to be honest. Like,
What are they
Train's
called?
the fucking man, dude.
Nah,
Rubicons?
he's goated for sure.
He is crazy. He is
100%.
Yeah,
He donated during the Black Ops 3 show match that we did. He donated like $7,000 to charity.
Yeah, dude, that guy's actually the man.
He's
you know,
the
I have
real
a
deal.
story about Train.
No, go ahead.
When I first met Train, it was after an Anaheim event. And we went to his house. They were throwing a party. And me and him went into his garage. He was showing me his car and shit. And he's like, I'm going to be one of the biggest streamers on Twitch. And this was like, you know, way, way back. Like, no one knew Trainwrecks at this point. And I was like, all right, bet. Like, go for it. And he actually fucking did it. That shit is so typical.
Yeah, he's actually typical. I'm not gonna
Bro,
cap.
he walked up to me. He was like, I'm going to be one of the biggest streamers. I said, all right, bro. Like, you
Go
know.
for it.
Yeah.
What do you say to something like that, right?
There's a lot of people that have said, or not saying they're going to be the biggest, but like, oh, dude, I'm going to do this. Like
I said it.
people say that. I hear that all the time, but you don't.
Dashy,
ever,
you said it.
You don't ever hear.
what?
the-
You said I'm going to be
the-
one of the best Call of Duty players in the world.
I mean,
if not the best.
Not wrong. You know, gameplay speaks for itself.
Yeah, 100%.
But that's crazy. That is very, very nice. $4 million.
Nah,
That's-
that is-
I mean,
that
that's,
is mad
that is
generous.
check.
If you think about, I mean, yeah, awesome, tippable and shit. But they were just talking about Drake, how he also put it out into the universe that he was going to. All right, so I'll start. Did you guys see it on Instagram? So he posted a picture of himself on Instagram next to a Rolls Royce, what appeared to be a Phantom, and apparently what him and this other dude used to do is they used to spend $5,000 a year, $5,000 a month to keep up appearances and to keep up that persona that they were ballers and all this and that. So what ended up happening is that Future, correct me if I'm wrong because I'm paraphrasing here, Future went and found that very specific Rolls Royce that they used to rent to keep up appearances, and he bought it for
if that's
for him.
real.
That is real. That's exactly what happened. Like he posted it on his Instagram.
Future bought it for Drake.
Yeah.
It's not like the guy needs it. Like it's not like the guy's like.
It's like but I mean that's like rich people playing buddy buddy, you know.
I'm gonna buy a Rolls.
I'm buying a Phantom.
Which even if
this
it
is the Phantom that you used to sit by.
That's what
I know
made
you've been
that
looking at
one
this one.
fucking super cool. It has to be like a 2005. What does it say, Matt? What it is? Yeah, so it's a 2005 Rolls Royce, which still has to be like in the 250s.
Honestly, a Rolls just does not do it for me. Like looking at it, you know, like how some people.
Well, you're not about luxury at that point. Then you're into like the sportier.
Yeah,
you want a
but
fucking
still, like,
Ferrari.
No, like a Bentley, for example. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You like Bentleys?
Yeah, like
Wait, you pick a Bentley or a Rolls?
I mean, like
price
wise,
one.
obviously not. Like you know, like the other ones, the Rolls are obviously a bigger flex. You got to go with that.
Well, no, then take money's an option. You could get either one because you just said
I'd probably go with the Bentley, honestly.
You would?
Yeah,
well,
I
then
like
you
the
go
one.
with the Bentley. It's nothing wrong with liking one over the other just because it's cheaper.
The Rolls just does not do it from just looking at it. It does not like give me
I
the
remember the
vibe.
first time I ever saw a Rolls Royce when I was like
Matt,
in
bring
real
out the
life, I
Rolls
was like,
Royce Wraith
what?
black
You
badge.
sit in the back of it though. You know, it's like.
Okay, I've never sat in one.
I mean, I've never sat in one either, but just
Oh.
looking at pictures, like, I mean, that shit just has to. You have a curtain back there so people can't see you, and you have
It's like a
stars
limo,
on the
right?
roof.
Yeah, the stars on the roof is what
Just
does
gives
it
me
for
like
me.
limo vibes, but like
Right there,
I don't know.
click that one.
It's just
Do you want to
it's
drive
luxury.
that?
I'm
You
not
wanna
gonna lie
drive
to you
that?
guys. I had no idea there was stars on the roof.
The sinister.
There's stars on the roof of all of
I'm
them.
pretty
Yeah.
sure, right?
Yeah.
There's stars on the roof.
Yeah.
See, I didn't know
Well, I
that.
mean, and the newer ones. But yeah, like that one doesn't do it for you. Like if you go
Dude,
left
what?
of the main
I
image.
might be picked up in that.
No, left of the main image.
Dude,
Up, left, right. That one. Like, does that do it for you? It looks like a
that
regular
does it for
car,
me.
right?
It's just like
Now, Matt. Now,
it's
That's
the
scroll-
front. No, it's the front.
Scroll
That's
on
just
the
not that
left.
attractive for me, bro.
Scroll to the left,
front.
scroll down, and then we're until I'll tell you when I see what I need to see. Just keep going. Either way, like the look at the suicide doors, bro. Like, what do you mean that doesn't do it? I don't know. I personally would, but at the same time, like if I'm left with the decision, the only reason why I would pick this one over like a sports car is because it could fit 4 people. My mentality is the same as Jack's. Right, Courage got the Urus because he can fit 5 people in there. If he would have gotten a regular Lamborghini, he only fits 2 people.
That is true. That is a
the
mini L.
Electabus,
But the one person you
the
do pick up
electric
in.
bus.
Mhm.
We're going rolling deep in the electric bus.
You know what I'm saying?
They're definitely hype.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Anyway, I don't know. I think it's pretty
Are
cool.
you gonna ever upgrade your car?
Yeah, I've been thinking about it.
People were asking me, and if I was gonna upgrade my car in my stream, and I was like, probably not.
Click on the one that's yellow.
I just have no desire.
Damn.
I love my car.
Yeah, like that's kind of like.
Bro, that's not even the interior though. That's the thing.
It's the front that's like not.
Bro,
I don't
how much is that car, Matt? 435?
$500,000, bro.
Yeah, half a.
But you could get you. So what's your dream car?
I've always wanted a Ferrari, but
I was like, you could afford your dream car. They used to have Ferrari, and I was like, oh, you can't afford that.
but I just have no.
He doesn't even care.
He's like, you're
Yeah,
right.
what?
He said
I'm
that you
trying
can
to-
afford your dream car.
I said you can't afford it. If you could afford it, you would have bought it already.
No, that's not
I don't need it though.
I'm
Yeah,
just
well,
saying.
People
you
know
can't afford
me
it.
that
Yeah.
if I don't need something, I won't buy it.
Trust me. Where's your water bottle? Bro,
In the car.
Bro, this dude had a not that anything wrong with it, but he had a pink to white to blue gradient water bottle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, what is that?
And-
Are there extravagant water bottles that
to
I'm
make
missing out on
it to
somewhere?
make it
Like,
cool.
it's a water bottle.
Voss.
Hold on. To make it
Special.
cool, he put like stickers that he found around his house, right? Hold on. There was a pizza one. What was the pizza one?
Yeah. I've seen
Devour.
that.
I did an ad with Devour.
He
and
did
it's-
an ad for Device, but he put the CTRL one. All right, cool. You own part of the company. All right, I get that one. But aside from that, I'm like, yo. So he forgot it in my car, and I'm like, I gotta hook him up. So I customized it for him.
Yeah, he like spray painted. It's actually it's really dope now. Thank you.
I know you're welcome.
It's cool.
But the fact, you know what I mean, is what we're talking about. I don't know.
What is the face-
So what is it? You never said your favorite car.
The Ferrari.
Okay, the Ferrari.
458 or I don't know if I want the 458 anymore.
Bring up the 458, and what's your favorite car?
The 488 RTB or
Probably R8. R8's pretty nasty.
The Audi?
Yeah, Audi R8.
Audi R8? Really? That's what you would
Because
go
I
for?
saw Tony Stark drive it.
you know, and when I was actually
Tony
just
Stark,
like
you know?
I think when I was still in high school or graduating
What?
high
You
school.
can get that now.
Yeah, I actually test drove one of those. I was going to get one
first, you know.
Yeah.
That's every COD kid's answer. Got to win champs.
Got to win champs.
Got to win champs to get this.
Yeah. So what's the price tag on that, man?
What am I saying? It's a Lambo Aventador. Like, well, that's my favorite car. That's my dream car.
Probably like what, 238, 240?
Yeah, around that 240.
239.
Yo, look up Aventador, Maddie. That's actually my dream car. What did I say? R8.
The Aventador is 400, 450, somewhere around there. Like
it's
almost
400 flat.
That car is so nasty.
Yeah, it's nasty. That's the one. That's my dream car.
That's
That's the one that I would get. But now that I'm 40, I feel like I can't get it now.
Like, look at that black one, right?
What do you mean you can't get that?
That's the time to get it.
When I'm 40, no, it's gonna look like it's like just me and Jude. What happens to Liv? You know what I mean? Like, where's she gonna?
Well, this is your car, and then you have your other cars that you take for family occasion.
I don't know. I don't know. So now I've sort of graduated to get.
Dude,
to
I'm not a car guy. But that shit is fucking insane.
You know what I'm saying? It looks like a spaceship.
That brings out like the 16-year-old in me. I'm just like, dude, I want to drive that.
Yeah, like that shit zooms for sure.
Shit zooms.
Bro, look at that one too. Yeah, again.
Yeah, that's crazy.
I think I've gotten to the point where I'm like, I have to get a 4-seater. I can't even get that no more.
What, you gonna get a minivan?
I just love the front.
No, I literally just said the Wraith, the Rolls Wraith.
What do you mean? I mean, Jude still got the
wagon?
Yeah, you get one wagon, one
Aventador.
Yeah, one. I can't.
It won't make it off my driveway. That's the other thing. All right, gene-edited pig kidney was successfully transplanted into a human. Actually, let's take a quick. This is getting weird. All right, and I have a lot to say about this. I do, because I read an article that says that the first human to live up to 1,000 years has already been born. We'll get to that in a little bit. Let's say hi to Purple Mattress.
Hey, I know what you guys are thinking. Who is that ugly dude? It's me, and I'm here to talk about Purple, the Purple Mattress. It's funny, there are all those gimmicks that will promise you about how great night of a sleep you are going to get. But I don't care what kind of toppers they are or how heavy the blanket is, that doesn't promise a great night's sleep. If you're sleeping on a terrible mattress, your sleep will be terrible. It's that simple. That's why I personally recommend using a Purple mattress. That's because only Purple mattresses have the Gel Flex Grid. It's a super stretchy, ultra squishy material that adapts and flexes around the pressure points and does not retain heat. Do y'all be getting hot while you sleep? Because I do. The Gel Flex Grid is amazingly supportive for your backs and legs while cushioning your shoulders, necks, and hips, no matter how you sleep. Unlike memory foam, which remembers everything, thanks to the Gel Flex Grid, Purple mattresses bounce back as you move and shift. You'll never have that, like, I'm stuck feeling, like you sink into the middle of the mattress. We've all been there. I do be sleeping on some Purple mattresses and using Purple pillows, and I gotta say, it's amazing. I don't wake up all hot and sticky and bleh like I used to. And it's very comfortable. Try your Purple mattress risk-free with free shipping and returns. Financing is available too. Hey, so if you want the best mattress to sleep on, to nap on, or any other sort of bedroom activities you be doing, Purple's the way to go. Getting a great night's sleep starts with having a great mattress. Get a Purple mattress. Go to purple.com/optic and use code OPTIC. For a limited time, you can get 10% off any order of $200 or more. That's purple.com/optic, code OPTIC for 10% off any order of $200 or more. Purple.com/optic. Promo code OPTIC. Terms apply. Thank you so much for listening to that. Let's get back to the podcast.
And we are back. Shout out to Purple Mattress, who I'm obviously a super firm believer in. All right, so the pig thing. So they successfully transplanted a pig because we are more closely related to pigs than apes. I don't know if you guys knew that.
I did not know that.
Okay, well,
I didn't know
that's
that
a
either.
thing. Anyway, so here it is.
I will now tell everyone I know.
And that's fucked up because we eat a lot of pigs.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yes, we do.
Bacon.
So we should switch to eating monkeys? Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm just saying it. I didn't know that. Now I feel bad for the pigs.
Anyway, move it up a little bit, man. I'm trying to get Seth to see some of this red stuff. In major scientific advance, a pig kidney is successfully transplanted to a human. This is amazing, but it's also bad for the pigs, right? And look, I'm a hypocrite. I eat meat all day long, but I also do feel like there needs to be some more humane way of stopping that. You know what I mean? Because it's true. Some of the shit that I see, and I'm a lover of animals. This is just crazy. It had absolutely normal function, says Dr. Robert Montgomery, who led the surgical team last month, NYU Langone Health. It didn't have this immediate rejection that we were worried about. Look.
I guess you could say those doctors were going ham.
I'll be honest. I saw your face for like 10 seconds, and I saw you working up to something.
Yeah.
I didn't know
it was brewing. It was brewing.
Yeah,
sure.
I didn't know that poetically delivered punchline was
pretty good.
what it was called. So anyway, the first person to live 1,000 years has already been born. Is what this article that I was reading said. What that means is that science. Huh?
Were you reading the Onion?
No, it was. I don't remember. I just read shit. But I believe in that. I believe that when I say that I'm gonna live until 103 years old, I mean it. You know what I mean? I mean it. Because think about it.
How stubborn you are, probably true.
Yeah, dude.
just speaking into existence.
He's gonna hit 80 and be like, I got 20 more.
I got this shit.
I know.
I'm gonna hit 20. 80, still look like this. All of you are gonna be bald, probably.
No, don't say that. That's my biggest fear.
Is it?
Bald? Absolutely.
There's no offense to all the balds out there.
No offense, obviously.
Hey, some people can fucking rock bald.
I'm not one of them, I'll tell you that.
Clint Maven, he rocks bald.
I mean, yeah, he's a good-looking guy. But
he rocks
Baldashy, he calls himself that. He self-proclaimed that, though, obviously.
Baldashy?
Yeah.
Baldashy.
That's why he looks good, he just has half of my gene.
Yeah, I don't know. Would you want to live? Would you want to live to be 1,000? This means that
I hit 200. I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah, I feel like that's OD. 1,000? You're like a vampire at that point.
Yeah, you would be.
Dude, there's no way your body holds up.
What do you think life looks like 1,000 years from now?
I'm gonna tell you what life looks like at fucking 40. Okay, just to give you an idea as to how that just will never work. I think 100. I think 75 is a good enough. If you spend
75 is good. Yeah.
If you spend it well, I think that's good.
Dude, there's no way we're hanging out. There's no way we're hanging out when we're 250 trying to like get bitches. You know what I mean?
Right? It's like you really did everything and shit.
I mean, unless you don't age. Like you're 250, but you still look 30?
So that means when you're like
literally a vampire.
Yeah, that's a true vampire.
So that means when you're 75, you look 16?
What I'm saying is
so they're saying you'll be 1,000 and your body's still deteriorating.
Yeah.
You probably feel horrible.
You're going to be like a prune.
You would feel so bad.
No, because of the So in theory, what we're talking about here, and I've spoken to this with Crim 6, and he and I both agree that we would. If somebody came to you and said, I have these fucking lungs that are made of plastic that will work. Will you transfer your fleshy weakness and have something more permanent? I said, yeah, absolutely I would. Absolutely I would. If replace the whole thing. Just leave my brain intact. Let me be me.
Just need to run some altered carbon shit. Have you seen Altered Carbon?
Not yet.
This show's goated.
Is it?
Yeah.
No. But in theory, what we're saying is that by doing this, you extend your life a little bit more. Because if you don't die of kidney cancer, as this dude did, because they transplanted it and it didn't have to harm a human, or you didn't have to like get it from another human.
Crazy. Imagine being that dude that signed up for it.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, imagine that conversation. The doctor walks in and like, hey, we don't have a human for you, but you can be the guinea pig.
Dude.
What's worse is like, hey, you know what I'm saying? Like, sorry, like it's the United States. We don't have free healthcare. So you're going to have to pay for this, or we can pay you to put this shit in here.
That is so wild, though. The more I read it, a pig kidney was transplanted into a human, and it worked.
Yeah,
dude, imagine that operation table.
There's got to be some side
There's
effects,
a human laying there, unconscious, with his stomach open.
Yeah,
and then there's a pig
with an apple in his mouth.
There's got to be some side effects that we're not seeing.
Yeah, he fucking oinks. He oinks when he boinks. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Dude, if that guy has a good sense of humor, he's probably making so many good jokes right now.
Yeah.
He just comes up.
It's like, what do you do? Do you go on tour? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you do?
What do you want to eat? I don't know. I'm feeling carrots.
I don't know. All right, and to our last and final. What would you want? Would you want to live that long, Seth? What would you do? Let's say you have guaranteed 150 years. Let's start there.
I don't even know. I feel like that's kind of like bad. Like I feel like if you have a time frame that you're supposed to live in, then like you know that. But if you can live to 150, everything just becomes.
I don't know, man.
I feel like the stress of like, how do you know? How do you work? Like, how do you?
Let me reposition the question.
How do you?
Let me reposition the question. If you could have the choice of knowing today when it is that you're going to pass away, when it is that your life is going to die.
I don't think I'd want to know.
Would you want to know?
No.
Fuck that.
Would you want to know?
Absolutely not.
I'm way
Imagine
too
if like
anxious.
you did find out it was like next month. You'd be like, what the fuck? And then like
Yeah, but what if they said, yeah, it's next month and it's a plane crash? They'd be like, oh, then I just won't get on planes.
Nah, there's
But
no.
then
But then
come and
final.
crash on
Yo,
you.
what is that movie called? Final Destination.
Final Destiny.
Or yeah, some shit like that's gonna
Destination?
happen. Where like, oh wait,
Destination.
you
Yeah.
know about finessing? They're gonna come for you. You're gonna die. You're gonna get sniped through by fucking.
Yeah, you
tires
can't
and
shoot
shit running
death.
through the HQ window.
Nah, it's.
Something's gonna
So
come for
I
you.
would want to know.
I
personally.
would never want to know.
I would never want to know. I'm
Yeah.
way too anxious.
I'm going to tell you
for
what
that.
I wouldn't want to know, because I would be trying to do everything, and I would only be trying to do everything because I would want to spend more time with my family, and I should want that already, which I do, but not to that level where I'm like, I'm fuck work, fuck everything.
Yeah.
I'm just hanging out with them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know. I don't think I personally would. But if you think about 1,000 years and you think about compound interest, then you would want to.
Would you know how you want it? Like, you know how I'm saying, like when, but like how?
Listen, I'll tell you one thing, and I told you this, and I told everybody that I know in my family and everybody. They know that if I ever get sick, terminal illness, I'm disappearing. I'm gonna say my goodbyes. I'm not gonna let them go through all the shit that I'm going through. I'm gone. I'm gonna go fight a bear. I'm gonna go fight a Hector died fighting a fucking shark. He lost, but he fought the shark.
That's a respectable chow.
Yeah,
I
he chowed. I
tip,
did.
I could tip an eagle chow when I see one.
would not
That's an
chow
eagle
a
chow and a
shark.
half.
Dude, if it's between those 3 billboards outside of Missouri, I think is the name of the movie.
Oh yeah. I know that. I haven't seen that movie, but apparently the acting is like phenomenal. in
The
that movie.
the whole movie's
Yeah.
awesome, but in it, I think it's Woody Harrelson. I don't know who it is. It may be, it may not. But he got diagnosed with. There it is. Yeah, Woody Harrelson. I don't want to ruin it. So if you guys are thinking of watching 3 billboards outside Ebbing, Missouri,
Is it crazy? Dinklage is in it.
it's really good. Listen,
Apparently, I mean-
it's an acting
Yeah.
movie. It's an acting
It's
movie.
like an actor's movie.
It's an actor's movie.
Every once in a while, I watch like these
Artistic.
like compilations of like really well acted
Yeah.
scenes, and there's like 5 scenes in this movie
Amazing.
that I've seen.
It's a really, really good movie. It's a really good movie. But in it, Woody Harrelson, I'm about to fucking spoil something. Warning. Woody Harrelson gets diagnosed with something. He goes in the barn and shoots himself. And he leaves a note behind. As I, baby, I love you. Daughter, I love you. Kids, I love you. I'm just not going to go and put you guys through this suffering. Might as well end it like this and we're good. You guys are, you know what I mean? That sort of thing. And that's the way that I saw it. I'm like, man, I don't think that I would want to put all that
Just extra
all that thing. And then
stress.
Jude's like, but we love you and we would want to take care of you. And I'm like, but it's a waste. I'm not going
It's
to waste your
inevitable,
time.
you know what I'm saying?
I'm like, baby, you're still young. You can still go out there and, remarry at least. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm going to fucking be mad, but fuck
I'm gonna
it.
haunt you.
Yeah,
Come on.
The ghost of Hector.
yeah.
God, that'd be
just-
so
anyway, just
annoying.
roaming the
really,
HQ.
really
That'd be
good movie.
so annoying.
You don't
Matt,
throw your
would you-
shit out.
would you
and
wanna
then ran
live 150
250
years?
over your shoulder? You're like, what the fuck?
Matt says that he would live 150 years.
Can you do whatever you want?
Yeah, I mean, if you've made, I mean,
Like I'm saying, like
But like if after
anything you want,
75
like drink, smoke, do whatever you want. Nothing hurts your body. You can do anything you
Nothing
want.
you say.
Or does everything deteriorate your body and you feel like shit?
that's what I'm
the
saying.
longer you live.
I'm trying to have good years, good
Yeah.
healthy years.
So
I'm
what
trying
would
to
the
be able to
answer be?
run, maybe be able to
Because that's a big
drink
thing.
a little bit.
yeah, I mean, you would want
If you
would
can't drink, like
well, you
If
have
you
to
can't
take
do the nasty.
if you can't do that, you can't like do any of the things you could when you were young.
Well, look, you can
Because of your
replace your
age?
kidney if you drank too much. Kidney's replaced with a pig. You're good. You can drink again. You can start from the beginning.
What if somebody kicks you a soccer ball when you're 140?
are you going to be able to
Are you
kick it
going to
back
be able to kick it back?
with force,
Well,
not just tap it?
I mean, I don't know. By that time, you may be able to transplant your brain into a cyber.
To lean on Messi's body. Imagine.
An android?
That. You can just mesh some of its brains.
What's
in its body.
a cyborg? It's half human,
Yeah,
half
cyber.
machine.
Yeah, I would do it.
I'm basically
Totally
a cyborg.
would. What?
I'm basically
Explain
one of
yourself.
I'm basically.
Did you not see my shot? I'm basically cyborg, whatever that's called. Cyborgetic.
Yeah. Aimbot.
Cyborgorian.
That's my shit.
Facebook may rename the platform in rebrand. Wait, wants to build them. Wait, so the Facebook, the name? Facebook will go away. Facebook, the name will go away. Facebook is planning on rebrand the company with new name. Time out.
Why?
I saw a bunch of memes that were like, they're going to call it the Facebook.
The Facebook?
Because it like went backwards.
Mark Zuckerberg
Isn't it
wants
a
to be known for
multi-billion-dollar
building the
company? Why would he switch their
Metaverse?
name?
What does he think? He's in Spider-Man?
Yes. And he is.
Yes.
Listen, the thing, and this is the thing. Look, when we did, this is the thing about people like this guy. He seems weird to us because of the futuristic shit that he's doing. The same way that, people are going to look at us for the things that we do and say, yo, that's kind of weird. Look, we're setting trends. It's never been about just doing your job. It's about adding on to a space. People who think futuristic thoughts like we do here, like he does there, are going to be like, what a fucking weirdo. Even my first reaction is like, why would you let go of such a valuable brand?
Did you listen to this, Matt? The podcast? It's called the Verge Cast, and it's an interview with Mark Zuckerberg, and apparently that's when he talks about the metaverse.
I'm gonna go and listen to this like immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately. We will effectively transition from people seeing us as primarily being a social media company to being a metaverse company.
What does metaverse mean?
Bro, think about where this think about where all of this is going. All of this is going to player one movie-esque type of reality where your NFTs are going to be NFTs. Yeah, it is. VR, AR, like that's where this is going, dude. Like think about the amount of time that you spent pretending to be a soldier.
Wait, you think gaming will ever reach that point?
100%.
Have you seen Free Guy?
But when though? When
Free Guy. Think about Free Guy.
Have you seen Free Guy?
No.
You need to watch Free Guy.
Free Guy is
like
actually
better.
Like it's a very funny movie. It's a
It's
comedy.
like GTA kind of.
But like the synopsis behind it is actually like impressive.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's
I
cool.
went in there and I was like, I'm not going to like this movie.
Because I had never thought about like AI within a game. You know what I mean? Like I'd always thought like, they're going to build a robot and the robot's going to be able to think for itself. I had never thought that like something within a game, like a character within a game could be able to think for himself. Like that.
Yeah,
I never,
that's actually nuts.
I never had thought about it like that.
That's
and the fact
crazy.
they made it a comedy is
It was a cool
funny, too.
concept.
Yeah,
It was a super sick concept. And it's been done over and over. I mean, if you think of what's that guy's name? I mean, the whole metaverse thing has been a thing, right? Like this has been something that's been talked about. The reason that crypto and the reason that NFTs, the reason that all of this is happening is because we are going towards those
like digital.
Towards that reality. I mean, if you, I don't know, you got to do your own research, all right? Obviously, don't fucking listen to anything that we're saying here as facts. But it's going there. Like there's no indication as to why it wouldn't go there. Think about the amount of time that people spend online on fucking social media already. Now imagine if you can have your be an actual avatar that looks like
that would
you.
Be so cool.
And Instagram is an actual metaverse that you can go and interact and look at fucking people's pictures. Like this is something that's going to happen. And if you're not thinking futuristic thoughts, you're gonna be you'll catch up.
Like you put on a VR headset and you walk into an actual art gallery and shit.
Yeah, but it's gonna be contact lenses, not VR headsets. You're gonna be
So some Black Mirror type shit.
Black Mirror type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That show is also crazy.
It's crazy that didn't they like not release their newest season because of the lockdown? They're like, people are already going through so much shit. We're not going to release.
Well,
Mind fuck
maybe.
people?
Yeah.
Well, maybe.
Imagine a Black Mirror episode mid-pandemic. We're all just like,
like they're having a pandemic in their show. Like that's the thing, bro. If you think about it, right? Like look at the Jetsons. Look at what else was? Look at Star Trek. Look at fucking all of the shit that has been talked about in the 80s. Like people are living it now. The Jetsons had a phone on their watch and they were communicating that way. That exists now. It's called the Apple Watch. Like that exists. Things that are being invented now or created now were already invented. They just weren't executed to the level that technology has executed now. What's even crazier to think about?
Jetsons. I gotta watch the Jetsons.
Sure.
It's just been so long since I've seen. I wonder how they age. Probably not well.
Not well.
Probably
No,
not
well. I was just watching. I tried to watch Grandma's Boy. Have you ever seen Grandma's Boy?
Great movie.
Have you ever seen Grandma's Boy?
Yeah, it was one of my favorite movies for a while.
Watch it again.
11% on Rotten Tomatoes, by the way.
11?
Yeah.
It's not good.
But you got to think
But
about.
it's one of the best movies that I've seen in a while.
No, when was the last time you watched it?
See, the last time I
2
watched,
years ago.
Oh, really?
Oh, what the fuck?
But it's
I had watched
hilarious.
I had watched it in like high school.
It's funny.
Yeah, some parts are funny. I bought it. I bought it to watch it, and I got like maybe 3 minutes in. I was just like, no,
Dude, I'm
not in the mood.
I tweeted about Grandma's Boy at one point because it was when Hastro got his like man cave or whatever, and I said it looked like the dude from Grandma's Boy, and then some CS guy, I forgot who it was, tweeted back at me and said, "Sit on my face," and I didn't know why he said that, and so I was just like, "LOL, haha, okay." And it's something he says in the movie. The guy says, "Sit on my face." He says it like that. And I had totally forgotten because it had been so long.
So then you were just weirded out for a little bit.
So I was just like, haha.
Just like, they
And
can't
I
see
and
me.
everybody was like replying. It was like, this is really cringe. Like, this is embarrassing.
The movie's the same way. I couldn't get through the first 10 minutes. Like it doesn't hold up.
You see the scary? Have you watched the scary movies recently?
No.
Those are
These?
Yeah.
No.
They don't
Thank
hold
you
up?
to Activision
Those are
for
just
sending this, by
so
the way.
stupid.
Which one?
Like he's chasing Carmen Electra and stabs her in the boob and rips out her boob implant. It's on his knife.
Wait, which
No.
movie?
Yeah.
See, that sounds funny.
Wait, is that
though.
a funny?
Scream.
That sounds funny.
Scream or
The scary movies. What's your
oh,
favorite
scary movie?
Oh,
Yeah,
that's
yeah,
what you
yeah,
meant. I thought you
yeah.
just meant like
Not the
No.
actual
like
scream.
No.
Isn't that like the what's
Yeah, right there on the right, all the way on the right. What's that?
dude?
Dude,
in
I
that
was so
scene
scared
when
of
she's
this
in
guy
the
when I was a
locker room,
kid.
she's like, "I'm gonna break my leg now," and she breaks her leg by herself. It's just like so raunchy.
Yeah, I just don't watch that no more. I like even the.
It's crazy that like it eventually came to a point where that's where that guy's from.
Yeah.
I was watching Schitt's Creek and I was like, I know this guy
Yeah.
from somewhere. He's from the scary movies.
Yeah.
That's my hand guy, isn't it?
Take my
Yeah, right there,
hand.
right
See,
there, right there.
I never put two and two together because I haven't seen Scary Movie in forever.
Why is Annabelle to the right? Am I just gonna get nightmares and shit?
Annabelle, I would never see that
They just like stopped making those.
because it
Because-
had its moment.
Yeah, because the moment passed.
there's a lot of scary movies. There's like 6 or 7 of them. They
Yeah,
still make
but,
them.
Yeah, but
There's
I
no
don't
way
watch.
they still make them.
Look it
No,
up.
they do. They do.
They
but
still make them.
I don't
on, like,
watch them
recent
because they stole
Scary
that from the
Movies
Wayans brothers. I don't watch any of the new ones. Give that back to the Wayans brothers. Not that they would do anything with it now, because it's like nobody watches that shit no more.
I'm pretty sure. Yeah, Scary Movie 6, February 2021.
Okay, but when was Scary Movie 5? Like 15 years ago?
I don't know. Who cares? I don't know. It's just not.
Wait,
Just,
Scream and Scary Movie's not that scary, but the one like I think it was like Scream 3 or 4.
2013.
I don't remember which one it
Scary
was.
Because
Movie
like
5.
that run of Scary Movie 1 through Scary Movie 5.
4% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Holy
shit.
That is not good.
Because that was like all anybody was talking about. Like as far as like that kind of.
Matt, bring up when was Rotten Tomatoes ranking system created? Okay, that's the other thing.
Tomatoes?
Because if you August 1998. Now look at Grandma's Boy.
When did Rotten Tomatoes become like,
Grandma's Boy
The-
release date.
you know what I'm saying? Like their best ranking system? I don't even know.
The thing is, this is like I don't
Why are they setting the
typically,
standard?
I don't typically look at Rotten Tomatoes and allow them to influence whether or not I watch something.
Yeah, I try not to either.
But everyone does.
2006.
But you gotta think like
if you
80%
see
of
something
people
and
do,
it says 4%,
16%.
4% on Rotten Tomatoes.
I agree now, but at the time in 1998, I thought it was fucking hilarious. Grandma's Boy.
Like, who
I was
gave the
18
key?
years old.
Yeah.
I mean, Grandma's
Internet
Boy,
hadn't existed.
I don't know. I haven't
Oh,
seen
yeah,
it, so I don't know how it holds up. But
Harold and Kumar, you know.
you liked it when you watched it a couple years ago.
What?
Grandma's Boy.
Yeah. I watched the whole thing.
I'm like re-going through the movie right now, and it still seems like it would be all right.
Watch it. It's not. I tried it because I was a big fan. Like you know which one I tried to watch too, and I was really sad that I couldn't get through it. Wedding Crashers.
Yo, that movie's godlike.
I
That
know,
movie is
dude,
godlike.
That movie's
What?
godlike.
I know, I
Vince
tried.
Vaughn is the man.
I agree.
I think you're just not in that space right now.
Maybe right now.
You got to be ready. Because, like, remember when you and Matt went on that huge Jonah Hill kick?
Yeah. Oh my God. There was
See,
like
it
a
was
week
like,
straight where
it
we
was,
just- yeah.
at that point, I was like, I could hear you guys laughing, and I turned around, and I was like, wait, this is actually super funny.
Yeah,
and I'm,
no,
like,
yeah.
usually not, like, a Jonah, like, I like his, like, I don't know. I like have never
had
watched stuff like that.
We did have like a Jonah Hill phase where we were just like, yo, what movie is Jonah Hill? We just thought he was the funniest fucking guy ever. Even if he
He
wasn't saying
is.
some funny shit, just him just looking at him in a movie was so
He's so
funny.
good.
Dude,
He's so
You
good.
guys
What
were
movie is
it? For
What?
sure.
No,
What movie is it when he was like,
Absolutely
We'd look at him and laugh.
bro, you can't even lie. Jonah Hill, he's the man. You know?
Yeah.
I mean, their whole crew, James Franco, Seth Rogen.
Oh,
like,
that's a vibey crew
dude,
for
if
sure.
I was in LA, but let's say if I ever did miraculously get in like a celebrity party, that's the first crew I'm hanging out. I'm not LeBron, Drake, or any of these guys. Seth Rogen and the boys, Jonah Hill,
100%.
Yo, those guys are like way too vibey.
We were talking. Matt and I were talking about whether or not you'd be able to make them laugh, or like whether or not you're.
Oh, bro, if you made Seth Rogen laugh, that's got to be the peak.
Yeah. Right? That's got to
Why?
be like,
They like laughing.
I like this guy. Yeah.
Yeah, but the thing is like, if you're funny, you're funny. Like, your level of what you find funny, like as a comedian, you're like, you know, like, if it's funny, it's funny.
I get that.
I've gotten to that point.
I mean, they're all fucking stoned also, so they're going to laugh, you know?
Are they? That's the thing. I think Seth Rogen for sure smokes.
Wait, their whole crew. I know James Franco does.
Okay, but I know Seth Rogen for sure, like, wakes up and bakes, like, smokes throughout the entire day. Like, yeah. I don't think I could do that. You know, I'm up 5 o'clock after.
I could not do that. No.
I can't even smoke, so I don't think I can do that either.
I don't know. It's one of those things. Last and certainly not least, we have a question from the audience. All right. Well, that is it. Any closing comments on the metaverse there, Hitchy? Would you look the same, or what would you change for your avatar in the metaverse?
Probably be a little bit taller, a little bit lengthier.
And what areas?
You know, the important ones.
It's art.
But what I gotta watch that podcast or listen to that podcast. I gotta know what he means by the metaverse.
So do I. The thing is
I'm trying to live there.
Do you? Would you?
Metaverse? Oh yeah.
I don't know, man. I like reality.
You're trying to live there?
Yeah, I'm trying to live there.
Wait, so Metaverse is like kind of their own spinoff on like Ready Player One, for example, just not as like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think he's just trying to build whatever is the next
base.
reality.
Yeah, and someone's gonna do it. Like, think about people like
so dope.
Crypto isn't going away. You know what I mean? NFTs aren't going away. And if you like them or don't like them, understand them or don't understand them, then you know it's like it's the same way that old people now don't understand how to, I don't know, check their emails on their phones. Like, it's just technology that's going to advance, and either you learn it or you get left behind, and you can still interact with people in the real world. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's
I'm
one of those
listen
things.
to that. I gotta hear. I gotta hear it from his alien brain.
Yeah, what I don't understand is like, how would they ever get to the point, like sports, for example? Like, if you're playing sports in the metaverse, like, how are they gonna let you get hit? You know, how are they gonna make you feel like you got
I don't think
hit?
it'll be. I think it'll just be more available for people to be in the arena. It's still going to be the same people playing, but now if you want to attend a game, you just go.
That's going to be dope, though. You know what I'm saying? Like,
You just put on your headset and go. You know what I mean? Like, you don't have to fly there. There will be people there eating actual food, and those people will pay a gazillion dollars. But if you want access to the game, you buy a $300 pass, and you can put your headset on, and now you're in the game. Now you put a mask on, and you can smell the arena. You know what I mean? Like, it's going to be like, that's how I think it's going to be.
Wait, that's actually, bro, like, gaming is going to be so cool in 30 years.
That's how I think
it's
it's
going
going
to be like Ready Player One, like anything like that. I'm the first one in.
I went to a kid's, my godson's birthday party this past Sunday. What?
Him.
What do you mean him? Like, I just saw you in the corner. You distracted me, so.
It was at Pinstack. They had a basketball shootout game. I show up first try, set the new world record, 72 points. And that is going to do it for this episode, ladies and gentlemen. All right, everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. If you guys enjoyed this episode, please remember to not leave without leaving a like. We'll see you guys on episode number 48. Goodbye.
Later.
Peace.